So, we'd like to, is it okay if we could film you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'd like to interview you to find out what's going on, to expose what's going on.
Yeah.
And then we'd like to send this to frankspeech.com, Mike Lindell. I don't know if you're aware of him, and Brandon Howes.
Yeah.
I think those would be your guys to help expose this and get you some help here, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. That's probably that right there. One of the homeless that we housed by the Los Angeles City, which is they lease the whole property and they house all the homeless there, and more likely is probably OD on some kind of drugs. I don't know.
This is recent
fentanyl,
though.
Just right now.
These homeless people.
This has been around here for over a year now.
Over a year. So around when COVID started, you would say?
Yes. About 3 or 4 months after COVID started, and the landlord all of a sudden they closed the whole property. We can't even get in there because they say it's like a high profile. They couldn't even tell me what they're doing there until I found out later with the manager of the hotel that they are housing these people. They claim it to be battered women, but it doesn't seem like it's battered women.
They're men staying there as well?
No, they're women, but it doesn't seem to me that they are battered women, like the homeless battered women. But most of them have cars, and some have really.
I've seen some designer clothes on some of these.
And they own some high-end car, and then what you call it, the later around 8 or 9, you see some will get dropped off with the high-end cars, and you'll see what I mean. A lot of them just don't even look like homeless.
No.
And that right there, what you see right there is more often, like once every few days, sometimes 2-3 times a day.
You just have this out in your business?
It's right here in front of here, and
because of people overdosing?
Yeah, more likely people overdose. I would say 90% of them overdose on something. And you can see the ceiling here. The ceiling here is happened to be like when they're on heavy drugs. I'm not sure what kind of drug they are on, and they'll be sitting inside the tub, and then they'll just try to cool their body down by fill up the tub with water and soaked in it, and let the water run, and eventually when you have 3-4 tubs going on, of course the drain's not going to be able to handle all that water, and overflow the tub. And you can see inside. I have picture and video. And some of these rooms that I kind of can sneak into because they won't let me inside to figure out which room that is leaking.
So it's leaking in your building, and then when there's nobody that you can call when you complain, like there's nobody.
Yeah, I try to call some people, but sometimes, of course, they don't show up till like 3-4 hours later. What restaurant? People eat here.
Right.
It's not like we're selling furniture or any other, But anyway. Literally, they are just flooded. I do have video of all the flooding, and by the time they get here, pretty much most stuff are damaged. Like especially with all the food, everything, I would have to throw it away. We can't serve to it. You touch water, we just have to throw it away. I don't want to try to figure out which one touch water or not, but we have to throw everything away.
That's terrible.
Oh yeah, it's that 3 times happened during COVID, and the third time, the landlord finally got the plumber and fix what they have to fix, and then seal everything off and get all the moisture out, because there's a lot of moisture in there, so they have to open up a whole ceiling, and this is what they left us, and that's about it.
And who pays for that?
The landlord.
The landlord
Finally,
okay.
The landlord paying, yeah.
Okay.
Because he got a lot of money from the government, I'm sure, because they leased the whole property. At first, they were going to lease here too, but I mean, we've been here since 1993, man. All of a sudden, you're gonna kick us out because the government leasing his property, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we were still in operational, And COVID, we certainly is struggling. It's struggled. And the city just took our trash can 3 weeks ago because we were late on our bills. And then I keep asking, I try to beg them, but they didn't care. They said they didn't write.
They took your trash can because you were late on the bills.
Yes, and during COVID.
During a pandemic.
Yes.
So they want us to be They want us to be safe and clean. They affect your business so that you can't afford to pay for the trash.
Yes.
Then they take your trash away because you couldn't afford to pay for it.
Yes.
And then you're just supposed to deal with it.
Yes. And I did try to call the sanitation, Los Angeles sanitation, and they didn't respond. They didn't care.
See, it seems like the politicians are the actual virus here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Another thing too, they during COVID here, there's a letter out from Los Angeles City. Let me get it. I have a letter here that they okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they this is what it said on here. Okay, it stated that utensil, condiments, napkins, and other disposable foodware accessories are now available by request only, and that means if you see on the news, we'll get fined for that.
Right.
If we just give it to a customer without them asking, we'll get fined $25 per. I think the cycle is like every 30 days. So you can't exceed more than $300 per 30 days. So, you know, and I'm not sure what happened after that. If you continue getting fined, more likely they're probably going to shut us down or something. But, you know, during COVID now. This letter been here for about 3 weeks now. So, but I haven't seen anybody actually patrolling it. But we still have to be careful, you know.
What do you think about COVID? Do you think that, take yourself back to 2020?
Oh God, I tell you what. At first, I thought they draw this big picture for us that is really dangerous. People could die instantly or within a few days or weeks by contracting this virus, but.
There's asymptomatic spread.
Yes, and they say they could be flying in the air. You could catch it in the air while you're walking, and I don't know. And after 6 months gone by, I'm a little skeptical of what's going on.
Right.
And we start, you know, having some problem because they start putting the homeless shelter next door, and they start doing heavy drug sales and do their drugs in front of the restaurant. I try to confront them. And the people that work there managing the place, they claim that it's not their problem because they're not on their property, they're on the street. But the people that came out in front of the restaurant and doing all these drugs and drug sales and trash everywhere, they came from there. And the reason they don't want to do anything because without those homeless people, they wouldn't have a job. And then they don't really care too much.
So you've seen them sell drugs and you've seen
them
prostitute.
Yeah.
Do you call the cops when that happens?
Oh yeah, and they say file online, and there's nothing
file something online.
Yes, and by that time, okay, file online. When are they gonna able to act on that? I mean, these people are gonna smoke. I don't know, 3-4 hours. Even 3-4 hours. That's a long time now.
If you don't pay your trash bill, they're gonna take your trash.
Oh yeah, they already did. They already took our trash can already, and I don't know. I don't even know to go from there because I never have to go through this problem before. But since pandemic, and I'm sure they're gonna shut other stuff down because we can't afford to pay bills. This is almost 2 years now. Yeah. You know, and I'm not even sure how we are going to live. Right. We still got a home. I mean, the place we sleep in. Yep. I don't even own a house. We just have a share room and apartment. And if we don't have that, oh God, would have been dead long time. We'd be on the street a long time ago. You know, and we're stretching everything we could. And they're not helping. We've been denied this is about the 5th time now. And every time I try to call, check the status on a loan from the SBA, and they claim that we are harassing him. Yeah. And then after that, I'm just kind of giving up. I did refile again with another firm, like a tax firm. Maybe they have more leverage, and they have maybe more leverage and maybe attorney to go follow up with that because I guess a small mom and pop doesn't have enough leverage. They just say no, and what you gonna do about it, you know? Right. And when I did try to call, they don't even answer. I emailed them. It's like we're spending more time trying to find help, but yes, like a rat race and in a maze. And the stuff that they say is available to help us from the Los Angeles City is basically by the time it's like a maze. And by the time you get it at the end, it basically is lottery. I hope you understand by lottery. Lottery is like basically it's randomly. So lucky if you after we spend an hour or 2 hours just try to figure this out how we're gonna get help. And I did try to call the district council for this area, which is District 1. So far, I couldn't get hold of anybody. They say respond by email, but I haven't heard anything yet. So I don't even know where we're gonna go from here, you know. So
Are you a first generation American or
I'm the second generation.
second generation?
Yes,
American?
second generation, yes. And like I said, the restaurant been here since 1993. And we took over from our uncle and aunts like maybe 5 years ago. And
This has been passed down, this business.
yeah, it's been
to your
passed
family.
down. Yeah, it's been passed down. And I don't know what else to do. And it's basically, it's not enough sales for us to live. But now we're living by day to day now. So, and you know, due to COVID, everything all triple now. The price of everything, all our inventory is triple. And also Los Angeles City service is double. Like we paid a sewage fee for like every 3 months, $74. Now it's a $100 and I believe $120 some odd dollars. And the trash also went up. Everything went up, everything. But we still in COVID, and we still don't have any help. Sales is hardly. We barely make rent each
Right.
month, and we are so bad that we couldn't file. We don't have enough money to file 2020. That's how bad it is. So we didn't qualify for anything.
Wow.
So yeah, and we really need help. I ain't even sure what to do. You know.
Yeah.
So
You gotta get more patriots.
yeah, we got to get more Patriot. And I tell you what, like I mentioned to you, wherever it takes, you know,
Yeah.
let me know. I go. I don't have a problem with it. You know.
This is, you know, these people, they work for you. They work for you. They work for me. These officials, they work for us. We are paying them a paycheck to tell us that we can't go to work, to tell us how you can go to work when you do go to work, and then to just have all these rules and regulations while they get a paycheck from you.
Yes.
And then
you-
they raise your prices and
Yeah.
they give themselves a raise.
Yeah,
But
and-
while they're at it, it's not fair.
Yes, they're all working.
It's not
I mean,
right.
yeah, because I did ask all the city workers, the people that try to collect money from the trash, and they all have jobs. They all work, even though COVID was shut down in some places. But the city worker, they're still working remotely.
Yeah,
The lady that called me to try to collect the money, she called me from home. And she said, yeah, they're working. They never got any help. So I don't know, but hey, at least they're working to get paid. We're working every day, but all the money have to go to rent. And even some tips, the customer kindly give us more than what they're supposed to. Sometimes give them like 50% tips, sometimes give 100% tips. And I told them, say, you know, we'll do what we can. But I told them they don't have to go that far, but they feel sorry for us. But that money still have to go to rent because we don't have enough. We don't sell enough tickets to make rent.
Yeah.
Bottom line. And this is 2 years now, and my fuse is getting to the point where it's ready to blow. So I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do next.
Well, we're gonna try to get exposure. We're gonna keep fighting for you. And I know that a lot of people are avoiding coming to places because they don't want to deal with the Vax passport. So just patriots being aware that you're not going to be harassing them for that is gonna.
Yeah, no, I'm not even harassing anybody for anything because
Yeah.
hell,
Yeah,
how are we gonna do that? And
so I
most
can
restaurants, they don't really check people with
Right.
vaccinated or not
Yeah.
vaccinated card anyway,
Yeah.
especially mom and pop. Well, first of all, we don't have the time. And on top of that, how do we even know that person is a real vaccinated card
Right.
and
It's
have
none of the-
authentication of it?
None of their
And-
business.
yeah, and I don't even know all the works, all that stuff that they. And on top of that, my mom got a booster, and she a few hours later she started feeling her chest pain, and then she went cold on one side. She said, and then luckily my brother took her emergency room quickly and helped her out, but she still feel pain in her chest from that booster shot. So basically, she's diagnosed with stroke. So and my sister father-in-law passed away a few days after he got a shot, not booster, just regular vaccinated, and he's gone now.
Yeah.
So, and my brother-in-law didn't want to get a shot, but he have to get a shot to go see his dad in the care home, and now his dad passed away, and we don't even know what's going on.
Isn't that interesting? I find more people get the vaccine so that they can go to a concert or so they can go and get to a hospital than they're getting the vaccine because they're scared of the virus.
Yeah, at first I did scare of the virus, the way they draw this
Right,
huge picture,
right,
and all of a
right.
sudden, it's starting to be like, I don't know. And I know a lot of people that got COVID, and you know what? They cured themselves staying home. It wasn't as bad as they drew out this picture for the people, and everybody told me it's politics, and at first I didn't think anything of it, but Now I'm really concerned about is the politics, because you know what? Every single day they always come up with something. How long this is gonna be? What?
Yeah,
Right.
Another year, another 2 years? We still wearing masks. We still have to
Yep.
get vaccinated. Two, my first one, now it's two, now it's booster. What's next? Another
The pill.
booster number 2. I don't know how they're gonna name that. I don't even know. I don't even know.
People, they say you may not be into politics, but politics is sure into you.
Oh yeah, they are into us,
It
because you know
affects your
what?
life no matter
Yeah,
what
they
you
get
think,
paid.
it
Even
affects your life.
during pandemic, I'm sure they all got paid, and we don't, and they don't care. They keep raising and everything. The gas down here is almost $5 a gallon.
Yep.
Everything, all inventory is high, and how are we gonna live? How are we gonna sell?
Right.
In the meantime, I got tax people, which
Yeah.
is the government, is on my back all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what it's hurt now, you know. And like you see the picture earlier, the ambulance there got a bed, is carrying someone out. It's from the government giving to the homeless shelter here, and more likely 90% is OD on some
Yeah.
kind of street drugs.
Yeah.
You know.
Which, by the way, the government gives out syringes.
Yes, they
for
give
free,
out
and-
syringe, they give out stuff,
Yeah.
they give free money to buy the stuff.
So
And
they
all-
won't give you your trash can, but they'll give someone drugs and a hotel to stay in, but you can't have a trash can during the
Sure,
pandemic.
sure. And even that, when they started this property, I can't even park in there.
Yeah.
And I asked them, what you guys doing here? They didn't even tell me. It's concealed completely.
Yeah.
And after a while, I have to ask around, and finally someone told me what they were doing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a top secret projects of them or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. I can't do that government telling you what to do anymore. I can't do
Yeah.
it.
They're just
Because
it's
it-
tyrannical now.
Yeah, it's tyrannical now, and I'm not even sure what's next.
It's not even
What are
for
we supposed to
your
do? We're gonna be
safety.
on the street too,
Yeah.
and we're not getting any help there. You know, yeah, whatever it takes. Yeah, I'm good with it.
So you're okay with us sharing some of your information with maybe other businesses that you guys know who's on board with who, and you guys can kind of team up?
Yeah, we have to team up. How are we gonna survive?
Right.
We can't survive by just trying to clear our government. They're
Yeah.
not there for you.
Yep.
They're not there for us. They're not doing anything. And we try to file for EDD. They didn't give us anything. They claim that you open, right? You sell something. I told them, I said, it's not even enough to even pay rent. You know, but when the pandemic was shut down, well, we barely sell like $50, $60 a day for a restaurant. I mean, we can't survive at that.
Yeah.
We can't pay electricity for that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and when you try to ask them more question, why, and they keep go back the same question, and they said, well, you open, you are selling something, we're not giving you any money.
Right.
So after that, and like we try to work on, off of what we've been saving, and now everything pretty much exhausted after
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just about had it.
Most places don't even last that long.
No, some places don't even last that long. Some of the mom and pop business downtown, you won't find anymore.
Yeah.
Unless they have a second income from somewhere,
Mhm.
or that's their tax write-off for kind of business or whatever. They don't mind losing money.
Right.
But us, we can't do. We just mom and pop shop. You know, we selling food restaurant. You know, and we don't have anything. High. We don't have any second income. You
Right,
know,
right.
and I have to man this place,
Right.
host this place
Right.
every day from time open or till it closed, because I
Right.
can't leave even 5 minutes because we don't know if the customer come in, but we can't afford to lose any customer.
Right.
So we don't have anything left.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing left. You know, I can't really sleep at night, and I'm always stressed. And
Yep.
basically, COVID is not going to kill me.
Right.
Financially, it's going to kill me by the government.
Yep.
You have more
Because-
symptoms from the government.
Yeah. I have more symptoms now
Right.
from COVID, financially from COVID, not the COVID virus. I never got the COVID. I'm not even sure if I got COVID or not, but I didn't feel anything.
Right.
But but we financially drained. We have one more day left to pay rent, and I'm sure we can scrape enough just to pay rent.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure how we're going to survive next month, because
Right.
now most people are leaving for Thanksgiving all the way down to New Year's.
Yeah.
And like today, it's low. We'll be lucky if we make 200 today, and that's not even enough. We need to be up at least 400 to everyday average to just survive, and that's the low number. And we're operating just mom and pop, 2 people here, and just I mean, we're trying to cut down as much as we could. I don't own a fancy car, own car. We have a share apartment. If I don't have those kind of things, that I think would have been dead beginning of the pandemic already. Yeah, that's my story. Yeah, and I'm approve of it. If you wanted to post, you wanted to show other people, please do, because
I've been telling everybody. So.
I am done. I am so done with this stuff. I know. And I was gonna go down there myself but they all closed. You can't even talk to anybody. I called the operator, and it's not, they don't even. I mean, they answer you, but they don't give you any information about anything. Yeah. How are you gonna get help?
They set up for failure all around.
Yeah, they set you up for failure all the way around. And I'm not even sure those money going where. Right. And we're mom and pop. We pay our taxes every year. We pay our sales tax, everything, personal tax, everything. But we're not getting any help. Bottom line, we're not getting any help. But I've been waiting for some people to. I've been looking for some people, but luckily they came in a couple weeks ago. Believe me, that day that they show up, I was at the lowest point of my life because I have nowhere else to turn, and I couldn't do a whole lot of research.
You're talking about when the Patriots came in? After
the Patriots came in, and they help out, and I'm glad there's other people feel the same way, and I'm sure they feel the same way a long time ago. But see, beginning of the pandemic, I was believing the government was going to take care of us, and this is going to happen. It's going to end soon, but I don't think so, because you know what? It turned out to be all politics, and 2 years now. And we are basically not dying of COVID, dying of the government.
Yes. Right. But,
bottom line.
They're very good at making you feel like you're alone and nobody else feels how you're feeling. They're very good at creating that narrative that you're going through this by yourself.
Sure.
And that's why they don't want us at bars. That's why they don't want us at churches. And that's why they don't want us at restaurants. Because that's where revolutions were born. They don't want us congregating and talking about all the bullshit that they're putting us through. They want us to be separate, and they want us to believe their lies. And they want us to feel like we're drowning.
Sure.
So and we're here to tell you that you are not alone, my brother, and we're gonna keep. We're making this. Hopefully, it gets to Mike Lindell and Brandon Howes at frankspeech.com, because those guys are champions, and that's what our goal is as Patriots, is to try to connect people with the right people and
to fight this.
I hope so. I really hope so, because we have nowhere else to turn, and they don't care. Yeah. And whatever you see on TV, actually is making me sick every time I look at it, because all whatever they say on TV is basically all a lies and sugar coated, and they're just blapping whatever, making themselves look good, but. At the end, there's nothing for us. We're just basically just chasing something that it wasn't even there. Right. They didn't want to help us from the beginning. No. If they did, they would have someone go around to each mom and pop businesses from the government and see what kind of help we need. But no, it wasn't anything like that. No, there's nothing. There's zero. Ask me what did Los Angeles City or the government help me? Nothing. Zero. And all we got was threatened. And I still got more email from those people that threatened me about, we have to be compliant, how are we going to be compliant? I mean, we're barely making it each day. Yeah. And here you want me compliance to what? The COVID? And all these people are dying of the shot? Yeah.
And they're not compliant of their own job, of what they're supposed to be doing. Because under Section 242, Title 18, anyone infringes on your constitutional rights while acting under the color of law, police officers, mayors, governors, is entitled to time in prison and even the death penalty. What they're doing is 100% illegal. They break the law as long as they go unchecked. That's the problem. It's not they're making us fight with each other at the same time, giving us propaganda, and then making it look like as if we work for them. That's not how it goes. No. They work for us.
No, I stress out every day, and even closer to it this month, even worse. I couldn't even sleep. Maybe I'll get maybe a 2 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep, maybe 1 hour sleep this whole week. Like last night, I must have maybe about 3 hours, because I'm not even sure how I'm gonna live the next day. Bottom line. Yeah, we need help. We need help, and certainly not this government. Yeah. Because there wasn't anything there. They are going to let us die because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
I mean, what they say on the TV, they're helping that, but there's no help there.
Yeah.
They didn't go. They weren't gonna help us. They help other people.
Yeah.
You know?
They help themselves.
Yeah, they help themselves. Oh yeah, they help
Yeah.
themselves.
Real good.
Oh yeah, real good, but we're not getting any help. Nothing. And surprisingly, they didn't come here and shutting us down because a lot of stuff we're not complying with the COVID. But I can't afford to do that stuff.
Right.
Only 2 people. They cut us down to the point where I can't even hire anybody. I don't even have money to barely make rent. How would I hire anybody?
Right.
You know? And all the tax credit and stuff that they claim that they're gonna do. Oh God! I try to go read it. Oh, it's like another maze now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have to be like certified accounting to do certain thing. And I'm sorry, but I my account I haven't paid her last year because we didn't have enough money, and I don't even know how we're gonna walk the next day. That's the bottom line, and how we're gonna even operate.
Right.
So right now, we're just day to day.
Yeah.
And I hope people see this video.
Oh, they will. They
Yeah.
will.
Thank you very much.
Call to action, please support this business. He is
Yep.
a patriot. This man is here for the American dream, and the government is destroying it. Don't let it happen.
And he has a really lot of good food too.
Yeah, we have good food. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you see on the review, we have good food. But
Yeah.
it's just a shame.
Yeah.